Well, hello out there in YouTube. Welcome back. It's Greg's Mowers and More here. Kind of running out of stuff to mess with outside, but I got a pretty decent day today. It's about 40 degrees. Kind of drizzling, but not too bad. I'm burning what's left of the garage down. Got a clip of that I'll throw in on this video, and I just kind of wanted to try to start the old blue truck today. I haven't fired it up in about 3 months, so I don't know if the battery's going to be up on it or not, but I don't know. Kind of feeling just a little bit down today. I got a lot of personal stuff going on in my life I don't really want to discuss, but just kind of out here trying to get a few things done, maybe feel a little accomplished, maybe pick my spirits up a little bit. And firing up this old truck always helps to lift my spirits. Every time I hear it run, it makes me happy. So I haven't got to do the things that I want to do with this truck yet. Still kind of waiting on that. The time and the money never seem to come at the same time, so I just do the best I can to try to keep it where it actually does run, and I've kind of failed on that the last 3 months or so. So I'm going to bring you guys in here. So anyway, it is a 72 C10. It has a 355 in it with very low miles on it. We first got this truck, it had a 350 in it that unfortunately the cam bearings failed in it, and the cam failed in it also. So it got another full rebuild, and it's got a Holley Contender intake manifold on it. It's got an Edelbrock that I put together out of bits and pieces of like 2 or 3 carburetors. It's got headers, it's got a crappy exhaust under it with short cherry bombs that I literally welded together myself with a Harbor Freight welder. The welds aren't pretty, but I like it. It's got turn downs on it. So anyway, we're gonna mess with this, see if we can't get it to fire up. I'm hoping it will. I guess I'll just kind of set you guys maybe like that. Like I said, I don't know if the battery's got any juice in it. I usually like to pull the air cleaner off, look in there, see if the mice have built a nest or something. I also kind of like to prime it up because with these mechanical fuel pumps, they kind of like to lose prime over time. And it kind of looks like the upper antifreeze hose is kind of leaking a little bit. Not uncommon when things sit, they get worse for wear. Negative cable. These cables need to be redone too. I made both of them red cables. You should never do that, but I'm me, so. All right. Let me see if I got any battery juice. Inside's full of all kinds of stuff. I've been using it as storage. Tarps in here and everything else. Okay, we got a little bit of voltage, not much. So I think I'm going to dump a little bit of gasoline down the carburetor, try to get it to hit. Hopefully she's got enough to turn over. Give it just a smidge more. That should be enough. All right, we'll pump it 3 times, set the choke, and see what happens. Here goes nothing. Okay. Exactly what we get. Okay. Looks like it's time to go get my battery charger and drag it out here. Okay, we're back, got the charger on it. Let's see what it's gonna do now. go. That was a good start. See if we can get it to pick up some fuel. We got good oil pressure. It's running. Figured it would take off. It just kind of flooded for a second there. Let her run a while and warm up. Alright, getting pretty warmed up now. We'll give it a couple of revs and then we'll probably shut her down and see if we can't get the tractor to start next so I can move some of this stuff around out here. Alright, this tractor's been sitting here about the same time as that truck. I moved them both on the slab after I got most of the garage cleared off, so the hydraulics have not been working well on this tractor. I think the pump's about out of it, so I'm just kind of hoping to use it to move a little bit of stuff around real quick. But let's see. I got the fuel turned on. I moved the hot battery over. We'll see if it starts. Here we go. Man, I think it's got water in the exhaust. That ain't good. That's not supposed to happen. Let me take the stack off, maybe it can clear itself out. That's really not good. I didn't expect that. Try giving it some carb cleaner. This might be a longer project than I want right here. The stack's supposed to keep water out of it. It hasn't rained in a while. Carburetor's dumping gasoline everywhere. Alright, so it's probably flooded big time now. Go ahead and shut our fuel off. Open our choke up. Try it again. Well, that didn't go like planned. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to pull a plug out and see what it looks like. Because if the end of the plug's rusty, we know the cylinder's going to be rusty, right? Feeling pretty ridiculous right now. Uh-oh. I should have checked. The flapper was a little open on that stack. Plug don't look too awful bad. It's just a little bit of rust right there. It's got me a little concerned. A little coil in it. If you hit on a couple, chances are good it might take off, but I don't know. Really wasn't planning on all this today. The crank's over fine. It's okay too. I'm gonna go ahead and crank it over and see if anything blows out. Let me put some coil in that other cylinder real quick. Okay, that can of coil's about had it. Well, let's crank it over, see what happens. We're going to put the first two in, then I'll pull the third one and look at it. I don't want to get the plug wire crossed and then I'm fighting more things than I want to be fighting. I really don't even want to be doing this right now, but if you find something's got water in it, you better deal with it pretty quick or you will lose it. I don't know how long it's been sitting here with water in it. One good thing is at least they're easy to get at. This old tractor always did have kind of a stumble and a miss in it anyways. I think it really could use a valve job, maybe even a rebuild. It leaks oil, burns oil. They're not worth a whole lot. I can buy one of these tractors running online for $800,000, $900,000. those tractors where if anything goes wrong with it major, it's about time for it to go. The hydraulic pump right there is about 300 bucks. I've been trying to find one of those for cheaper. She's been running Richard and the Rothschild. About due for some more carb work. Alright, let's crank that cylinder over. Now that fourth one hard to get to. I don't think I'm gonna mess with it. I'm gonna try to fire it on 3. See if it'll take off. If we're lucky, it will. Okay. Time to go give it a little squirt and see what it does. Here we go. Off. Try it again. Starting to question if we're getting any kind of fire. Probably should have checked that before I put the thing back in. But I guess time will tell. I'm seeing smoke come out, but it could just be water vapor and fuel vapor, I guess. Maybe the points got corroded sitting here. It's probably still got points. I've never messed with them. Be able to see anything, but we'll try. I'm gonna move you guys a little bit. I need to stand right over here. Matter of fact, maybe I can just hold you guys up there and you'll be able to see for me. Got spark. Well, maybe if I give it a little shot of carb cleaner in the actual cylinder, it'll take off. Or at least give us a puff. Maybe the carburetor's plugged. I don't know. Every time I shut this off, I run the fuel out of it, so I'm not sure. I've had trouble with this carburetor in the past, though. Alright, let's try this again. It's not working out like I thought it would. I don't know. It's carburetor troubles. It must have got some water down in the carburetor. Okay. Well, it's not going to do any work today, not without tearing the carb apart and doing some other things. So I think that's probably where I'm going to cut it off at for today.